Hey YouTube, this is another video. Another video. I know. I try to at least do a few when I do them because so many months go by when I don't. I don't upload anything. So this video is, I guess, about relationships. I guess I've been in relationships enough. I can speak on it. One thing I would say about yourself, or myself, I would just say that, or let me just say this. I would encourage young adults to be alone. It's important for you to learn about yourself, because just because you are yourself don't mean you know yourself. So it's important for you to learn yourself and to know yourself and learn how to love yourself and learn how to be by yourself. And because it's important for you to, those things are important. Because when you love yourself, when you love yourself, you're not looking for love. When some guy come your way, you're not just like, oh my gosh, my arms are wide open or my legs are wide open, because you're telling me everything I want to hear. People who are sure of themselves, they looking like, nah, you ain't for me. Like, or no, I'm just not ready to be in a relationship right now because I'm thinking about myself and I want to get my life together. And right now I'm in school or I'm working right now, and it's just time for me. I just want to be by myself. I'm not ready for a relationship right now. And I just have to learn about myself and learn, how to love myself and all of those things. So it's very important for you to be by yourself and to love yourself. Don't be quick to get into relationships. Like, enjoy your life. Like out of college, out of high school, you should want to go to college, and if not college, at least wait and get a job. Don't be too in a rush to get in a relationship and have kids and babies and things like that. Because I started having kids at a young age. I was grown, of course. I was grown, but I would still say I was very young. And it was a blessing, of course. But I would encourage people who were my age, at least like 21, 22 years old, to not have kids. Oh, unless God tell you to, but don't make that your focus. Like, I want a family, because I come from a small town city. Um, I always wanted a big family, but it's okay to want a big family, but you have to focus on yourself, and you have to make sure that you are financially good. And even if you are financially good, you still need to wait and mature and gain some wisdom. Because at the age of 21 or 22, at your early 20s, how much wisdom do you have? You have some, but you still growing up. Like, I would say that you're not a full adult until you're about 25 years old. About 25 years old. But it's important. It's very important for you to, like, if you're getting out of high school, go and take up a trade or something. Focus on yourself. Hang out with your friends, and have fun. You know, focus on your spiritual connection with God, or whatever you need to do for yourself. Don't make your focus about other, like, being in a relationship. Don't let relationships define who you are. Like, I was speaking with a guy. I was speaking with a guy, and I forgot exactly what he said, but oh yeah, he was like, "Well, I liked you." And I'm like, "Okay." And he was like, "But you were always in relationships." And I thought to myself, I'm like, "Dang. I never really had time to myself. Like, I was always in relationships, like long relationships." Good night, Junior. He went to sleep. Good night, Junior. Get in the bed. I love you too. Get in bed. He always up. But it's important for you to, I forgot where I was, but oh yeah, I was always in relationships, and I'm thinking to myself, like, dang, I didn't even have time to myself. Now I did have, like me and my sisters, we had an apartment together, and we did not have guys over. Like, that's one thing we didn't do. Me and my sister, we worked. It was three of us. Two of us, we worked a lot. And we did not have guys over in the house, but yeah, they used to come over outside. Like if we lived in apartments, they would come outside and we have friends. But I was always mainly in a relationship. Like there was always guys who wanted to be in a relationship with me all the time. Like I was in long relationships. So a lot of people who were interested never got a chance because I was always in relationships. Always. But I never had that time to myself. Like when I stayed in this area with my sisters, like I enjoyed staying with them, and I enjoyed working and just being independent. And I think I was maybe like, actually I was only 17. But I was going to school and I was working and I loved it. I was always in a relationship, and I didn't even think about that. I should have, enjoyed my time and had fun with my sisters and not worried about being in relationships. I actually didn't worry about being in a relationship. It just always kind of came to me. Um, like everywhere yeah, like I used to party and all of those things at a young age, like 17. I was still in a relationship. When I moved out, and me and my sisters, we split up and we all got our own apartments. I was about 19. I was still in a relationship. Like as soon as I moved out into my own apartment, um, I was in a 2 year relationship. A 2 year relationship the whole time. And then after that relationship, I was in another relationship for a long period of time, which I'm still in. Like that relationship was 9 years. So I was always in relationships, and I'm not saying anything is bad about being in relationships, but it's important to be alone sometimes. You have to learn how to be alone because you don't want to jump from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship. Rather they are long or short, you want to be by yourself and love yourself sometime. You know what I mean? Until God send you somebody. You don't want to, be always in a relationship. So I just encourage people who are my age, at least 20, 21, at least 25 and under, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your time. Get to know yourself. Get to love yourself. Junior, I said lay down, and I mean now. Get in the bed. This little boy never want to get in the bed. He knows. Anyway, but it's important to love yourself and to know yourself. Don't be so quick to have babies. Like even if you do, let's just say if you do end up getting into a relationship that's had the potential to last forever, still don't be in a rush to have no babies because baby's not gonna keep nobody. A baby is not gonna keep a man nor a woman because they do try to knock a woman to keep them, and don't do that. Um, enjoy each other. Like go to school together, go to college together, take up trades together. Rather if it's the same or different, just make sure y'all equally yoked and on the same accord. Save up your money and take trips together. Enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Don't be so much in a rush to have babies because babies are God. Hey, you need to at some point get married and yeah, you should have babies, but don't make that the main focus. There's more to life than sitting around having babies and being in relationships. It's more to life. You have to care about yourself. Care about yourself, get to know yourself, and love yourself. Then you'll end up with the right person. You'll end up with the right person. I don't know. Because I just watch YouTube a lot. I don't watch it a lot, but I do watch it. And I see a lot of young couples, a lot of young teenagers who just got out of school. And I'm just like, I just hope y'all don't end up with no babies. And a lot of them do. And I'm just like, I just hope these young adults enjoy themselves. Enjoy your significant other. Enjoy your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Don't be so in a rush to have a baby. Like, enjoy yourself. Like, y'all haven't even traveled the world yet. Like, because and then once you ready to travel world, you don't want to leave that baby behind, or you're going to have to find somebody to watch your baby. And who wants to be traveling without their children? So it's important. Just enjoy yourself. Like you can, like once you do start having children, yeah, you can bring them along and y'all can explore the world with them. But until then, get to know your partner. Get to know your partner and travel the world with them and things like that, because um people change and they grow. Like, I'm not the same person that I was when I was 21. You change. And it's important to just, yeah, spend time with just your partner. If you have one, if you don't be in a rush to get one. It's okay to have friends. It's okay. Let's just say this. It's okay to date around, and dating around does not mean being intimate with people or having relations with people like that. That's not what that means. That means, like, okay, I'm single. So if this guy want to take me out on a date, that's fine. If this guy want to take me out on a date, that's fine, because I'm not kissing none of y'all. I'm not having sex with none of y'all. We're not dating. We're not like boyfriend and girlfriend. You just taking me out on dates, and we're just friends. That's all we are. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just weighing at my options to see if he, who God want for me. And don't be giving up yourself to everybody either. Wrap it up. But yeah, um, yeah, and then there's one I watched Queen from when she was with her ex husband. That situation. A lot of people. Am I sweaty? I sweat. I thought I was wet. I am. Excuse me. Um, I think she's a beautiful person. Um, do I think she's perfect? No. Who is? We strive to be, but we make mistakes. Everybody do. Um, people are really hard on her. Uh, and they're hard on him. Sometimes, I mean, they both moved on. Just let it be what it is. That means let it go. Um, it was their relationship. My phone going dead. Like, let it go. Just, and my thing with her, like, hey, I mean, people gonna say what they want to say. People gonna say what they want to say. Just let them say what they want to say. It's rather, I've learned this. Rather, if you are up, like if you have everything in the world, if you're doing the best in the world, if you're up on cloud nine, people gonna talk about you. If you down and ain't got nothing, people gonna talk about you. So you can't be so wrapped up in what people say about you. And I'm learning that myself. That's not, something I'm learning. But yeah, that's my relationship advice. And learn to compromise. Um, Compromising, that helps out a lot with everything. Like, when you get in a relationship, you can't make everything about one person. And you can't feed into that. Like, sometimes some people are so selfless, they feed into the other person too much, and they forget about themselves. And at some point, you're going to be empty because you're just feeding that person and giving that person all your energy, and you're not receiving anything because you're pouring out yourself, and they're not pouring into you because they're just too busy receiving. So it's important to be equally yoked and to care about yourself. Like, if you are that selfless person, care about yourself and love yourself, and realize that you are good enough to receive some energy. You are good enough for that. You are good enough for them to, feed you their energy. Like, that's the thing in my relationships too. You you both have energy, and it's not up for one person to be the battery pack. It's up to both of y'all, because sometimes that person who's selfless, they run low. They run low, and they need to be fed into. They need your energy, and you can't be so selfless that you're still trying to pull out what little energy they have, and that's not right. And I hope you understand me when I talk about energy. There's a such thing. But yeah, like, I'm a selfless person, and I've done that. So that's why I'm speaking on that. It's important. It's important to care about yourself enough. Um, 'Cause sometimes, like I said, you can be so selfless, and you forget about yourself. And sometimes you'll get to that point where you're just like, man, I'm just low, and I'm just very low, and I need some energy. Like, I fed into everybody. I need somebody to feed into me, and it's okay. That's all right. At that point, I wouldn't say be selfish, but it's okay to think about yourself. It's okay to like just feed into yourself, and your significant other, they should feed into you as well. They should be so in tune with you. They should be so in tune with you that they know you're low. They need the energy. I don't want to suck nothing from them. They should know. But yeah, y'all. Um, it's been. I mean, like I said, the relationship thing. It can be. It's a lot. And I tell young adults that that's something that you don't want to have to deal with. Like when you start having sex or when you get into these relationship, emotions come at a young age that you shouldn't even, like some of these emotions you shouldn't even be feeling. You shouldn't even be feeling these emotions because you shouldn't be doing the things that you're doing. Like you shouldn't be in relationships at this point in time. So that means, hey, I shouldn't be feeling these type of emotions. I commend those young ladies or young men who keep themselves and they focus on their careers. They focus on themselves and they learn how to love themselves and they like, you know what, I know what I want out of life. I know myself. And that's one thing you have to do. You want to know yourself because you don't want to get into these relationships and this is how you know when someone don't know themselves. They change every relationship they're in because they don't know themselves. So it's kind of like, well, I'm in this relationship, so I'm going to adapt and I'm going to become what they want me to be in this relationship. Then when they get out of that relationship, they go to the next relationship and they're like, well, I'm going to adapt over here and I'm become what they want me to be. They like me to wear natural hair, so I'm going to be wearing this natural hair. And then I go over here and I'm not saying that okay, you're with somebody and you shouldn't be considerate of the things that they like on you. You should be. But know yourself. Like don't start acting a certain type of way. Like you changing every relationship you're in. You changing like I'm act like him and or I'm act like this group of people. I'm act like this group of people. Know yourself and be yourself. When you don't that's how you know when somebody don't know themselves because they adapt to whatever relationship they're in or whoever they're with. Know yourself and love yourself. It's important. But I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. I'm tired. I have to go to work in the morning. So I'm gonna go take a shower. I hope y'all have a good night or morning whenever this uploads. Well, y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all. Bye.